Hi everyone, welcome to another How to Hubspot video by Endure. Today I'm going to show you how to create an email. I'm not going to show you the HTML of the email or how to adjust things in the email. I'm just going to show you how to create one. And we'll show another video on how to edit the HTML, how to change the links, fonts, everything like that. So the first thing you do is you come up here to the Marketing tab. Make sure that you're in that Marketing tab. Come over here to the Content tab and down to Email. Once you're here, you'll see a way to filter through your emails that you already have. You can look at the sent emails, the scheduled emails, the drafts, the archives. You can also do the analyze as well. We'll show you all of those features in another video to keep these kind of short. Today we're going to create a new email. Now you can see here it automatically populates with some templates that we might use with some of the things that we're currently doing. But you can also create a new template. You can look at the example templates HubSpot gives you, which I love, by the way. A lot of other platforms do not give you templates out of the gate. Some of them do, but not all of them do. They also don't all include social buttons, which is nice. So I'm going to just use this one right here, and we're going to get this template. Go ahead and click that. I'm going to call this email test video, because that's what we're naming everything that's associated with these videos so that it ties to the campaign. Once we create that, it'll populate right here for us, and we can make any edits we want right here in the email. We can put in the from address. Let's say I want that from address to come from me. Subject line I want to be test video. Let's say we want to personalize the subject line. We want to put the first name in there. I always like to put the first name or the token first. So we can cut that out. Whoa, sorry. We can paste that right there, and then we'll just retype in test. So now that will show James test video. We can do a preview text, which is the small bit of text that kind of shows up in some people's spam boxes, or in your Outlook, it'll only show a snippet of text. In your iPhones or your phones, you can show, only show 3 lines or 4 lines, or only show 1 line. This is that preview text that will show up. Make sure you subscribe to Endure's podcast, where we talk about how to improve your marketing operations. You can see here that it gives you a character limit. You want to keep it under that. You also want to keep your subject line under that. Let's say we put a bunch in here. So let's say we put that, we put Endure's, podcast, where we talk about how to improve your marketing operations. So watch what happens as we start doing this and we click done. So we want to preview that. Let's use the personalization. We want to pick a personalized email. So I'm going to come here and click my name real fast. Click a shareable view. Open it in a new window to preview it. So that's might be how it looks. You can also click these little tabs right here, which I really like. You click this, it actually shows how it would render. Tablet, phone, sideways on the phone. Really cool things. Say I want to send myself a test email. send that test. You can see here it gives you warnings when you do something wrong or when you're missing something. It says please select the email type. You can come back here. This gives you your email settings. We want to tie it to a campaign, the testing video. We want to do the email type. You can enable the web version, which I highly recommend, just in case if your users do that. I want to put in some meta description for SEO purposes, and so on. Then you can click next. Or you can come over here, now that we've selected the email type, and select test. We can send that to all the leads in our personas, and select recipients. We can save it and not send it to anybody right now for automation purposes. We can test our email with clients, do A/B test down here. And then this optimize will actually tell us certain things that we need to improve in it. So remember me saying this, that subject line is too long. Well, the way that we had at the beginning would have worked a lot better where it was very, very short. There's 0 calls to action in our email, so we're not telling the customers to do anything. The sending, you're sending on a Monday. Oh, really? This is a great, great feature that HubSpot has that, once again, a lot of automation tools do not have. Is they don't tell you while you're making an email, hey, this might be a bad time to send it, or your audience might not pick this up. A lot of people have to just kind of know when the best practices are to send emails, which is something that you should know anyway if you're sending these. But that's a nice little feature to have right here so that you can have it in your back pocket and know that HubSpot's going to be helping you out there. Your portal is not set up to use email sending domains with Endure. And then these are things that we're doing a great job with. So let's say I just want to forego all that. I'm not going to worry about what they say about it. I get it. I have mistakes in there on purpose so that we could see that for this video. We can also do social sharing in the email. Labeling, we can put our logo in there. We can change the main email body with modules. And we can do A/B testing. We'll just show you the A/B test in another video. For this purposes, I'm just going to click next. We want to select the recipients. I'm only going to send it to one person. Then I have lists selected now, so I need to actually click on individual contacts and type here. We're going to include that. That's going to save. Here it shows the selection that I have saved it and that I am indeed going to send it to somebody. Save that. Go to review. Tells us that we need to customize the plain text version. So here's a little best practice when it comes to email. Your deliverability rate will be much higher if you have this plain text version available. If the more images you have in an email, the more links you have, the less likely you are to be delivered into an inbox that you haven't been communicating to before or that you've been over communicating to. So just keep that in mind when you're building these. You can edit your plain text. For this purposes, I'm not going to do that, just for this video. But it also shows you all the stuff that we've got good things in our email. Web version, email type, and so on, recipients. So we can click next. We can do send now, schedule later, or smart send. So we can adjust each recipient's local time zone. So it's kind of like putting in that sort of token with the send so that we only want to send it, let's say we want to send it at 9 a.m. For everyone that's on the list. And let's say everyone is all over the world. This would send it there if you have the recipient's time zone. For this purpose, if you want to schedule later, you can schedule later as well, the same way. Or we can just send now. I'm just going to send now. Once we send that, it gives us confirmation. We're going to send the email. And then it sends the email. It also brings us right to the reports so that it can show us the performance of the email itself, which is something that I really love. Because in other automation platforms, you actually have to set up the reports separately. You have to go to a different dashboard. You have to look at things completely different view. So this is nice to have it in one place and that they navigate to the actual user face for you. So that is how you build an email in HubSpot. Very simple version of that. We'll get into more details of more best practices of what to do, certain links you should have when you're using a link in an email, why you might want to think about using UTM parameters to track those for analytics, and also images and things like that. So join us again, and we'll go into it in a little more detail. Thanks again.